Hi everyone, I'm just here to make Play-Doh with you today, and I'm just going to show you the recipe. This is the recipe here. I'm going to hold that up for you. So it says 3 cups of flour, a cup of salt, 3 tablespoons of oil, 3 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and 3 cups of very hot water and some colour. So this is obviously something that your kids have got to do with you because of the hot water. Other recipes said that you need to do it on the stove, but this one is, you don't need to cook it on the stove. You can just do it with hot water. And we make this with the children at school, and it's really easy. And in fact, I think most of them will probably be able to almost make it themselves other than the hot water. So I'm just going to do, so you can use any cup size as long as it's the same cup that you're using for all the measuring. And I've just got like a small cup like this. And I'm just going to take 3 cups of flour and put it into my bowl. It can be any kind of bowl. So I'm going to get 3 cups of flour and put them into my bowl. This is, if you do this with the children, it's really fun because then they can measure this out themselves and you can count how many cups are going in the bowl. So we've got 1. And we've got 2. And we've got 3 coming up. So 3. And I've measured out 1 cup of salt, which is in here. You pour this one in as well. You can get your kids to help you give it a stir. Mix the salt and the flour together. It's well mixed. Then, so the next one is, this is a strange ingredient, I know, cream of tartar, but you can get little sachets like this. So you can just put 1 of these sachets in. Or if you've got it in a little jar of it, you can put 3 teaspoons in. So that's going in. It's the cream of tartar. This kind of helps preserve it. And then we've got some oil. It can be any kind of oil. This is just the oil I've got in my house at the moment, but you can use much cheaper vegetable oil. And we need 3 tablespoons of this. So I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3. And this is the bit that you're going to need to help your child with. So this is the bit where we're going to put some water in. Now you can colour, you don't have to colour it at all. You can just have it as plain Play-Doh colour, plain dough colour, or you can use, this is the kind of stuff that we've got at home, which is brush-o colour, but you can use food colouring. That's absolutely fine. Paint, if you've got it, will be fine as well. This only needs a tiny, tiny little bit. So I'm going to put a tiny bit in here. This is red colouring. And then I'm going to pour some water into my cup. And this is the very hot water. I've just boiled this kettle. So this hot water is going to go in. So I've got 1. I'm going to add a bit more colour. 2. And a bit more colour again. So I keep putting the lid on because I have spilt this before. It's not great if you spill it. So that's all the colour I'm going to put in. This is my 3rd cup. 3 cups of water. It looks a bit strange when you put it all together like this, but I guarantee you it is fine. I'm going to mix it all together. Give it a really good stir. You see what I'm doing? I'm just giving it a really, really good stir. And it looks like it's too liquidy at the moment, but honestly, it will turn out okay. And if it doesn't, you just add a bit more flour. Keep mixing. Get all the flour from the bottom up into the mixture. And some more, keep mixing it. And in a minute, we're going to get a bit messy with our hands because we're going to do some kneading. I'm just going to stand up and give this a really good mix. Can you see how it's looking at the moment? So there's still flour at the bottom of that bowl that I've got to mix right in. This is just the easiest recipe possible. It doesn't cost you loads of money to buy it from the shops. And it'll probably keep, it depends, because at home you could probably get this to keep for quite a while. But I think at school it doesn't always last that long because we have so many children using it. Almost there now. I think I've got almost all the flour out from the bottom. And any minute now I'm going to start to put it onto a mat and I'm going to start to knead it. Can you see the consistency's really changed? And you don't think it's going to at the beginning because it looks really watery. Really, really good consistency now. Ooh. That's it. And it's very hot. So this is the bit you probably need to do a little bit of this kneading yourself before you give it to the children. I'm going to put it out onto my mat. Go. And what I do at school is once it's a bit cooler, I would let the children help me with this bit. So you can divide it up into some lumps so that everyone can have their own bit. Can you see? And I've got a little bit of flour on my mat, so it doesn't stick to everything. I'm just kneading it, turning it over, giving it a really good knead. You'll probably find the children remember doing this. I'm kneading it, and here you have some absolutely fantastic Play-Doh. A big lump there. And what you might want to do is keep it in an airtight container, and you can either just put it aside, as some people put it in the fridge. I think if you probably put it in the fridge, it will last a bit longer. But you don't have to put it in the fridge. Because at school, we just put it in a plastic bag or a container, airtight container, and we just leave it till the next day and we get it out and we divide it into bits. And you can make some fantastic things with it. And there's your Play-Doh. You can have whatever colour you want. I'm just going to show you that recipe again, just before I go. So there's the recipe, and I hope it all works out well. All right, take care. Nice to see you. Bye.